Does the quality of sex make or break a relationship? Yes, I think yes. If the sex is not good, to me it affects the relationship. This is what I'm saying. For me, sex is not just a physical thing. For me, sex is a spiritual connection. For me, sex is deep. So if I don't feel that much of a close connection with you on that level, it makes me like, you know what? I don't want to do this. That kind of thing. So for me, the sex has to be good. It's not about the quantity. It's about the quality.
How do you find a good end?
Oh, listen, I have my checklist.
So my question is that if you know it's bad, why would you go on and continue?
See, it's a variation. First of all, when you see someone in the first hour, when you first meet somebody, you're not talking about sex. I don't know about you. For me, I don't know about talking about sex with you in the first time. So now we have to first establish some sort of relationship. So now, when we get into the sexual part, because I for one believe in waiting for the right time to happen. So now when we get to the point where we are having sex, and I think I'm a pro. I think I'm good at it.
Okay.
So now, if my partner, if she's an amateur, I'm willing to teach her. Maybe send her to some lessons.
Teacher,
Really?
So have sex with other guys.
Oh no! Not really like that. So maybe like coach her to get better.
Okay.
But if it's still, not right where I want it to be, I might now start looking elsewhere to get satisfaction.
But you also have to be careful not to get her offended.
What do you
So
know?
like for example, like
Okay.
you said, like you want to set her to learn more. Like at the same time, make sure you're not gonna make her offended. Like really?
How? No.
That's why.
You see, that is your maturity. So I'm not dating some immature human being. I'm dating a mature person, and we're gonna have a mature conversation. So, baby, see, okay, we are two grown-ups here. I'm not trying to hurt your ego. However, my queen, that department
How do you spice it up?
needs some maintenance. It needs some risk management. So how can we find ways to make it better? So if she's as mature as I know she is, she will understand telling her about this than me going out elsewhere.
When will you tell her? The first time? Or
No. It takes love. Couple. First,
Okay, so what if she's trying you?
if she's trying me, how do you know if she's trying me?
Like she's testing you.
For how long? We're 2 years in a relationship.
Don't email.
If we're 2 years, 1 year in a relationship, and she's still texting me, sorry, I'm not a student. This is not something.
No, not 2 years and stuff like that.
I'm thinking about 3 months. I'm thinking about 2 months.
So you say you're waiting like 2 years or a year?
No. That's not.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I mean, what if you waited for so long? You're in a relationship, you're in love.
If you've been in a relationship for years and you think this sex is bad, you're telling me you're just gonna leave?
Like
Of all the effort and time you put into the relationship into somebody?
But from a scientific point of view, the sex gets better as you age. Okay? That's a well scientific proven fact. Your sex at your sex at 20, for instance, if at the in your 20s, you
Where did
like
you get this information from? I didn't know Manuel would just go for sex.
again,
Or she.
if both of us are willing to learn, and find ways to improve, it's not a problem. See, in as much as how much save and how much a nice person you want to claim to be. In this day and age, sex is a huge factor in the relationship.
Yes, do make and also you do break your legs. I think it goes both ways, right? How I see it, most girls they want to know if you are good at it.
Yep.
Right? We guys not gonna ask a girl, are you good at it? Though some guys do ask a girl, can you do this? But most girls sometimes seem to bring it up, ask you how good are you? Because why ask you that? Because they want to know if you can actually make them feel how they want to feel. You know what I mean? At the same time, you gotta ask yourself this: are you in this because of the sex, or is it because I actually care about this girl, or I actually care about this guy? Because if you let's say up front, you care more and you care more about the sex, I will tell you it's gonna break it, right? Because she might think or he might think, okay, you're using just for sex.
This is how I look at it, okay? Sex is a package that comes in a relationship. It's part of the relationship.
It's 95% for me.
Again, when this
I like to sweat a lot, like I'm in the gym, right? Yeah. And
is he a horse?
it's not a
On a
matter
box
of or whatever. It all depends.
Like what?
Where if we're
Turn
at
on
a
a
certain
bed.
place where for me, I would have sex anywhere, on the floor, on the bed, in the kitchen, wherever I wanna. Yeah.
There you go.
95%. I
It's
say
not big.
But I don't ask. Well, something I'm surprised you said that. I don't ask a guy, are you good at it?
But if you don't have sex with your partner and you don't feel satisfied, how does that make you feel? Be honest with yourself.
Me, I don't
Okay,
do
there you go.
Because you know what? The other boxes that are checked off, then I'm fine. As you already know, if you got coins, it doesn't matter. I'm the type of girl. If we're in a relationship for a long time, I'm not gonna just cut you off because the sex isn't good. Because for me to know the sex is good, we'll be married. So I'm not gonna be divorced just because sex isn't good. If I'm not satisfied sexually, I'm hoping both of us could work together to get to that point. But that's what your relationship is all about, right?
And what if he says, "No, what, babe? I don't know what kind of a freak you are, but I'm satisfied. The way you give it to me, I'm satisfied." So he is satisfied,
Okay.
but you yourself still feels unsatisfied. And so because he is satisfied, he's not about, let's go and find ways to improve. Because to him, there's nothing to improve. He's good. So then what happens?
No.
I don't know if I would be with a guy who doesn't care for
If
me.
he loves you,
Right,
he's
he would do
willing
that.
to
Yeah,
do anything.
exactly.
Like he's willing to go and try things. He's not.
But
He loves you.
That's
So he
But
will
hold on.
That doesn't compromise his.
Right.
It's not about if he loves me. No, don't play sentiment here, okay? You can only improve something when you feel there's a need to improve it. I know of a couple, the woman is satisfied. She's not big on sex, but for the guy, he's big. So and he kept telling her, "Listen, babe, you know what? I get it, you're satisfied, but for me, I am feeling good. I need more." She's like, "Babe, listen, I don't know what kind of a person you are." So he's like, "Oh, okay. So now you're being selfish because."
Well, she doesn't love him. Just because I don't see something wrong doesn't mean there isn't a problem.
True.
And I know a couple.
Mm-hmm.
I know a couple. Yes, the sex wasn't good. She went.
She cheated?
Yeah.
Cheated. He knew about it. He still was there. They still love each other. They have 2 kids. She
That's messed
spoke to him. She spoke to him, and he actually asked him, "What do I need to do? I love you. I want to be here with our kids."
Oh.
She did him dirty. She even told him, "Divorce me if you want." She went looking, and she's like, "You know what? I'm gonna stop cheating unless we're willing to do something." So he did. He went and he did go and look for spoken persons to talk about sex. He said he loves her. He loves his
But she did himself
But she
dirty.
acted. She stopped.
True.
It's like,
So for a guy to hear that, he's not satisfying the woman. He's a big crush.
Yeah, if a girl tells me, I can't just learn.
I think it's an ego thing.
If you just know how to do it, most guys just know how to do it. For a girl to say that to me, right, means up in here, right? So you're thinking how she can say this to me for a long time. It's just something that came up just like that. Let's be like, let's make sense here. Okay, I suck in bed. Okay, how?
There you go.
Then she blah blah blah, whatever, saying her nonsense, whatever. Then I'm gonna flash him back to how we do it, whatever. And I'm kind of like, you're not making no sense to me here. Then if I gonna say that, there's no point of we talking about this because you're telling me that I fucking man, it makes me feel like an idiot.
There you go.
I'm not gonna bother to.
It's a male ego. So most mature relationship, when there's a problem again, she's not gonna just say, hey, babe, you suck at sex. Unless if she's joking, then I know my woman. I know the kind of words she uses. So that will be fine.
But what if she's like, what if she's like, you know what? I'm not feeling like sex is not a big thing for me. I don't really.
If she says she doesn't care more about the sex, so auntie, why are we together?
What's going on?
Like I said before, Charlie, if she sucks and she doesn't want to learn, there might be a reason for me to see the girl down the street. I'm just saying.
Should I break up with her before you cheat? Because what? I don't understand.
Who knows? Maybe she's getting it from somewhere else. That's why she's spending no money.
It's not good. Because she's getting it better out there.
Right?
And because she loves you, she wants you to be
Learn from
better than the person out there, right?
But that's why when you fall in love, there has to be that, that connection, that passion.
all around.
Like it doesn't.
All around connection.
That's what I'm saying. So that's why like if it's slowing down and it's sucking or it's not going that well, then both should be willing to like, okay, babes, let's go spice that out. Let's go to the sex shop. Let's go see.
Yeah,
let's go combine.
What if you just fuck?
If you fall in love with that guy, it's because that guy, he has everything you want, and she has everything you want. So regardless, you guys should be able to, work it out, love each other, jiggy. Let's go.
Because you're not going to be able to get what you want if you don't have that chemistry.
I think we can end it off with chemistry, right? We all need chemistry.
Yeah, right.
What do you guys think? Does sex matter in a relationship? Comment below, like, subscribe, follow us on Instagram, Twitter. Yeah.